Hello, I'm Dr. Lisa Masterson.
And hi, my name is Dr. Travis Stork and this is The Doctors. Today on the show we are going to talk about the rising problem in the United States, diabetes. Today, 23 million people have diabetes, and 6 million of them don't even know it. In the last 2 decades there has been an increase in diabetes. For example, Illinois went from less than 4.5% to almost 10% of the United States population to have diabetes.
Wow! Those are some pretty scary statistics.
I know. And I'm afraid that the number of people with diabetes will get worse with time because of what these statistics have shown.
So you may be asking, what is diabetes exactly? There are 2 major organs that diabetes deals with, the liver and the pancreas. The liver is a storage unit for the carbohydrate glycogen. The pancreas produces 2 hormones called insulin and glucagons. Insulin causes the liver to form glycogen from glucose and amino acids to lower blood sugar levels. Glucagons raise blood sugar levels by causing the liver to break down glycogen and amino acids into glucose. When you eat food, the food is broken down into glucose and is let loose into the bloodstream. The pancreas then secretes insulin to regulate the now high amount of glucose in your blood. If a person is diabetic, there is a problem in the body's regulation of insulin. Instead of the glucose going into the tissues, it stays in the bloodstream and depletes the parts of the body that count on glucose to function.
Wow, that's very serious.
So Dr. Travis, what causes diabetes?
Well, Dr. Lisa, there are 2 types of diabetes. And easy enough, they are called type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes, also called juvenile diabetes, is the most serious of the 2 types, even though it only takes up 10% of total diabetes cases in the United States. In type 1 diabetics, the pancreas loses all ability to produce insulin. Type 1s are required to take shots or pumps of insulin in correlation to how much glucose is in their blood. Now, type 2 diabetes is the most common form of diabetes. 90% of diabetes cases in the U.S. are type 2 cases. In type 2 diabetes, the pancreas still produces insulin. However, the body cannot process it properly. There is an excess of glucose in the blood, and the pancreas makes more insulin to compensate and shuts down in the process. Type 1 is a hereditary disease, and starts in early childhood. Type 2 is brought on by years of an unhealthy lifestyle, and starts normally in a person's 40s. But now type 2 diabetes is showing up in children now because of poor nutrition. In fact, 1 in every 400 children have diabetes in the United States.
Wow, that means that these kids are doing so much damage to their bodies in such a small amount of time.
When we come back, Dr. Lisa will be discussing symptoms, treatment, and complications of diabetes. And later we will tell you how to prevent diabetes. We'll be right back from these messages from our sponsors.